Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are reading for March 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, Monday through Thursday. Now, this is just the introduction. This will be on all the astrological signs, but if you want to bypass, I will put the timestamp on the, in the description, and you'll be able to do that. Anyway, I am reading for the week, Monday through Thursday. I will use my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. For the main reading, I will pull one from my Guardian Angel Tarot cards, again, Radley Valentine. I do pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck to see what crystal or energy might be helpful. For the introduction, we are going to use my Waite Rider Tarot cards. And we will pull one from my Osha Zen Tarot cards, which is kind of the, I look at them more as like advice cards, but they are very, very intuitive. They have very intuitive messages. Now, I have, as always, prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I did talk about March 15th, the Ides of March, on my last introduction. It's really, I do feel like we still have a lot of energy ramping up for that time. That week has a lot of interesting happening, so I would advise you to just go back to look at that introduction. For this week, Mercury on the 9th, 8:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mercury will be transitioning into Pisces. Remember, March is, all of the planets are direct right now. So it does, all for all of March. So that it's going, it means business. Anyway, and there's a lot of things going on with Mars and Venus. And I've talked about that a couple of times too. There is more coming up around the 20th, 21st, 22nd. And I'll talk about that when we get closer to that. But anyway, Mercury in Pisces, Pisces, dreamy, hopeful, wishful, kind of this sees whatever the possibilities are out there. Mercury communication, electronics. It is not retro, so don't worry about that per se. But this is a time that, Mercury in Pisces, and it'll be there until March 28th, I believe, is a time where messages can be very confusing. Messages might be, you may read more into something than is actually being said. Again, Pisces, dreamy, very, very kind of like, oh, this is what's happening. This is what I'm hearing. And Mercury might be kind of like, no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. I don't understand why you don't understand me. So with this happening, I would just question, and I would not necessarily, there is an illusion type of factor with this Mercury in Pisces, and and again, and again, we do have our good old, Saturn in Aquarius for another year. Again, I would just say, question everything you hear, you see, especially, during this Mercury through Pisces time. Okay, so let's go on and see what we have. And this is just a general overview for what's going on in the universe. Let's see what we've got going on for this week. Remember, anything reversed has stronger energies. That's how I read it. Please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Your support means so much to me, and I really appreciate you all, and you keep me going, because I do these videos twice a week, so I really do appreciate you all, and I appreciate your comments. I like what somebody had said. I did read it. It was a beautiful long message. I loved it, and I liked, you had mentioned something about Mars and Venus and how I explained their relationship. Okay, at least for this time. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, first card is the Ace of Swords. It is reversed. Swords is our air energy. It is, of course, our Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It is thought processes. It could be about hearing news. The Ace of Swords, new one, okay? The Ace of Swords has a message to be told, a message to hear. It is new ideas, new thought processes. But again, with our, we're not necessarily we're still in Mercury with Aquarius. It's a message to be heard, a message um, to be told. And also the Ace of Swords is bringing about a new challenge. It can be an exciting challenge. It can be something that actually is very helpful to us. I'm kind of getting this, even though I usually love the Ace of Swords, but I'm kind of looking at this gray cloud. So, and it could be something is coming from the gray cloud. It could be that, even though all of this, again, whatever's going on in the world, we have to live our own lives. And that's really what we need to focus on. And we need to be that light that shines. But I kind of get this divine energy coming through the gray clouds with a new message, a message to be heard. And I'm getting that message to be heard really strongly. Next card is the Six of Swords. So again, we have that sword energy. And the six is the number of man. It's the energies we put into something. It's it's what we make of our lives, what we make of, through prayer, meditation also. So remember, we don't want to just necessarily focus on the physical. We also want to focus on the metaphysical. There's the natural, supernatural. So we need to have that balance. But the Six of Swords, traditionally, anyone who ever reads is moving past. Moving past. Now, it doesn't mean that you're moving out of completely, but that light is at the end of the tunnel. So there is a message to be heard. Things are moving on. I do feel like with this, I do feel like, we don't see exactly where they're going, though we do see the trees. We don't see where they're coming from. It does feel like, there's still some things hidden. I kind of get with her right now, and the cards can give changes in their messages. Higher power can give me a change in messages. I kind of feel like they're still huddled. They're still a little worried, but things are moving past. Okay, next card is, then we have the Six of Cups. Cup energy is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio, fluid, emotional. We are in Pisces season right now. We will be there until the 20th. So and Mercury is going into Pisces. This has, very loving energy. This is looking back at the past. This is kind of like, so there could be something being revealed about the past. A lot of times the Six of Cups is telling us that we're romanticizing the past, and the past wasn't necessarily as pretty and as lovely as we thought it was. However, sometimes it's easier to live in the past because that's what we already know, instead of living in the present or living in the future. So there's some news coming. There is a message to be told, a message to be told. Things are transitioning. This could be a thing of letting go of the past, or that we're still clinging to the past type of energy here too. There is something with the six of, the 6-6. So we have a 1-6-6, 6-6-1 energy here. There's something with this that's kind of there at the, it's there at here, right here. The message isn't as clear with this, the Six of Cups. Let me just go on. Let's go to Osha Zen Tarot, because sometimes that'll click things in with this. There is the thing again, and I've said this a couple of times, but if I don't know that I've said this in an introduction. If you live too much in the past, you're prone for depression. If you live too much in the future, you're prone for anxiety. So that's why it's best to kind of stay grounded and live in the present. Okay, so day by day by day. This does have a future. There is a future coming. I feel like the future is still hidden, and it's kind of like moving. It's moving. This is moving from the past. Moving from the past. Okay, I think that's the message. But again, there is a message to be told coming from the gray clouds. The crown is calling me. The crown has been, it has been kind of, I don't know. I feel like the crown is coming from the, it's been kind of in the water, seaweed. It's like the crown is being revealed also. I don't know. Let's see what we've got here with my Osha Zen Tarot cards and see what message we might have for all of us. This is universal energies. Okay. This is also reversed. consciousness. Okay, we have our third eye energy going on, our intuition energy going on. You know, I've talked about a lot on my Facebook and my Instagram, posting things about, you know, our ascension energy, that, you know, people are, you know, the energies are going from what they call three-dimensional, fourth dimensional to fifth dimensional. This is connecting with your higher powers. Now, we do have a lot of chakra energy going on. You can see chakra points going on with this. Points of consciousness, points of connection with higher power. You know, this could be a week where we really need to keep our light shining. Keep shining, stay shining. Meditate. This is where we could also be a time of really staying grounded and connected with our like I said again, with our higher power and with what's going on, you know, with the earth energies at the same time. So it's an interesting, again, it's best when I try not to think too deeply, just tell you what I'm feeling. You know, so we have, again, this is, tell me what you're thinking about this, because like I said, I'm getting that the light hand comes from the clouds. And, you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, that's a 6 energy there. So 6, 6, 6 energy, number of man. This, you know, it's being raised up, the crown. I don't know. A message, a challenge. Moving on. Okay, anyway. My thing is, it's best to let you just hear what it is. Okay. Anyway, again, please like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications, and let's start our readings now. Hello, my Aquariuses. Well, I'm just kind of feeling that as Mercury leaves Aquarius and goes into Pisces, I really want you to be very, very careful about your communication. And, you know, remember, we have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen more than speak. How's that? But again, too, as Pisces and Mercury, again, it's, yeah, I do want you to question, but again, listen, because you're going to find out those little nuggets. You're going to find out things you may not have known. It's all of a sudden, it's like, not necessarily that you have to agree with the person. And I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's kind of like, oh, okay. It gives you a better perspective. Not so much, I don't know, not so much on where they're, well, it gives you, I do feel like it enlightens you. How's that? You are enlightened by what you hear. Okay, let's go on and see what we've got for my Aquariuses for this week with the cards. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards face down. Glasses on. Here we go, my Aquariuses. First card is the 4 of Gabriel. So 4 has stability, organization, also has some leadership. Gabriel is our fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, passionate, burning, and determined. There is a sense of freedom here for you. There is a sense, and I don't know if you have just really, you know, a lot of times it's really setting your boundaries, and it's kind of like I'm sticking to my, you know, to my boundaries. I'm sticking to what I have said. My yes means yes. My no means no. You know, I don't know if it's that per se, but, or if it's just that maybe you, again, this could be a job thing too, even though this is passion, fire. Maybe you told your boss that, you know, that you're doing too many things. Maybe, my Aquarians, you're doing the job of 1.5 to 2 people, and you need to have a talk. But again, I feel that there's a lifting, there's a freedom, there's a sense of accomplishment, but there's also a sense of, I feel like you're breathing again. You're like, yes, a burden. And this says this. Time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. So maybe this is something that somebody left a job, you've had to carry the job of 2 people, they've hired it, now you're being recognized, saying, hey, Aquarian, thank you so much for what you've done, but this is also release yourself from burdensome situations. Next card is Epiphany. So now we have a 9. 9 let's wrap it up. You've got everything you need. Epiphany is like a light bulb. Epiphany in this is also the Hermit card. This is stepping away from the drama, looking kind of, connecting with your higher power, but also looking at that bigger picture of what's going on over there and you taking care of your own spiritual energy. Now this is Archangel Raziel. Raziel is very much a wizard type of angel. This is where Raziel can make things happen, but you need to be grounded. You need to have an understanding of what you want or what needs to happen in order for that to happen. I kind of feel like with the Epiphany card, besides light bulb, it's kind of saying, just don't go off wanting change for change's sake. Be thoughtful, prayerful, and mindful of the changes you want. Okay, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. Your last card here is the Sun. So we have a 4-9 and we have a 1-9. So that's interesting. Archangel Uriel, the Sun has a lot of Leo energy, bold and very, forceful energy, but the Archangel Uriel spots a light on things. But this is also, again, there's a lot of things that you're learning about this week. There's a release of burdensome situation. There's something else where you're being recognized for maybe your contribution. Maybe you picked up the extra weight. You need to kind of figure things out a little bit more so, though, because just because you're being recognized doesn't mean you want to be the fallback person either. Doesn't mean you don't. But the Sun is about wonderful, positive energy. You needing to put that positive energy out. It talks about success. It talks about life is a better, happy life. Sun coming out. The sun's always there. Sometimes it's covered with clouds, but this is the sun shining now. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. That goes back to, rewards for hard work. So maybe there's a raise, maybe there's a bonus with that too. But that Epiphany makes me kind of think that you have a better, like I said about the, 2 ears and 1 mouth, but you also have 2 eyes. So it's kind of like there's also that Epiphany type of aha. I think I see things clearer type of energy here too. All right, let's see. And in that 919, whatever that means, 919, we do have the 4, but the 919 is very strongly jumping at me too. So take a look at what that means. Okay, let's see here. Guardian angel, the helper of abundance. Now, the helper is the knight. Knight's underlying energy is our fire energy. We talked about that. Abundance is our work energy. So this does have a lot of work energy to it. A lot of something might be happening at work. Some truths are being revealed. Maybe you didn't like what you saw, but at the same time, again, I keep getting the just watch and wait type of energy. But success, being recognized for that success too. So the helper of abundance. Although you have a lot to do, it's important that you get organized first. And that goes back to that 4. Once planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your guardian angels surround you and are ready to help out. This card also indicates a very loving, kind, loyal friend, someone with a big heart, a quick wit, and endless patience. That person could be you. You do have a lot of archangel energy, divine energy here too. There is success. Again, it's kind of like that aha, that epiphany is kind of like maybe you're thinking it's not necessarily what it's cracked up for. Again, that, it's kind of, again, what I talked about, Mercury, it's transitioning from your energy to Pisces, and it's kind of like maybe you're seeing, you had a clearer vision, and now you're seeing it kind of, things are changing a little bit. There's an awareness here. There is an awareness, even though it looks very positive. You're very aware of these energies that are changing. You're very aware of the people around you too. Okay, so let's see what we've got with what crystal or energy for my Aquariuses. We have here reversed fire. Fire energy there, also fire of the night. And that's about passionate creation, travel, courage. That's interesting. I'm being called to travel. I don't know. Are you being called to travel, my Aquarians? Okay, anyway, my lovely, lovely Aquariuses, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. I always appreciate all of your support and love, so thank you. But most importantly, though, my Aquariuses, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.